Chanting a name won't change your life. It's all about destiny, people often say. What's the point of repeating a name over and over? If something is written in my fate, it will happen. If it's not, it never will. I don't know what kind of fate I've been given. I've performed rituals for years and nothing has changed. Nothing at all. If these thoughts have ever crossed your mind, then listen carefully. This story might just change the way you see the world. A merchant was traveling for business. He was a good man, but as his wealth grew, so did his pride. He had little faith in anything he couldn't see or touch. One night, during his travels, he stopped at a small inn. Unbeknownst to him, a monk was staying in the room directly below his. At 4 a.m., the monk woke up and began his daily practice of quiet meditation and soft chanting. The sound was gentle, but in the silent, cold morning, it traveled easily. The merchant woke up, irritated. Pulling his blanket tighter, he grumbled, "Who was making that noise at this hour? It's freezing and I'm trying to sleep." The chanting continued. As dawn broke, the merchant, fueled by anger and exhaustion, stormed downstairs. He found the monk, calm and serene. "Excuse me," the merchant said sharply. "Why are you making that noise so early in the morning? This is the time to rest, to eat, to be comfortable. You've ruined my entire mood. What do you even think you're achieving?" The monk looked up and smiled gently. "My son, all of this, our food, our rest, the very order of our lives, comes from a power greater than ourselves. Without that source, nothing would be possible." The merchant scoffed. "So you're telling me that your chanting is what keeps the world running? That's convenient. You don't have to work a real job, so you sit here and pretend your whispers create order. Real order comes from hard work, from business, from effort. That is what changes your destiny, not this noise." The monk remained calm. "All order, including the food you eat, is a gift. We don't create it from nothing. It is provided for us." Angry and challenged, the merchant made a bet. "All right, I'll give you 24 hours. I don't believe in your power, but let's put it to the test. You ask your God to give me a meal. I will do absolutely nothing to get it myself. If I am fed by this time tomorrow, I will be your disciple for life. But if I am not fed, you will be mine." The monk quietly agreed. "As you wish." The merchant, determined to win, decided to remove all possibility of chance. He walked deep into the nearby forest, climbed a large tree far from any village or path, and sat on a high branch. "No one will find me here. No one can offer me food. In 24 hours I will return, and that monk will be my student." Meanwhile, back at the inn, the monk simply prayed, "Whatever happens, guide this lost man. Help him see that he is not alone in the universe." High in the tree, the merchant watched as a group of nomadic travelers set up camp below him. They began to cook a delicious, aromatic meal. The merchant's stomach growled, but he held firm. "I will not eat," he whispered to himself. "I am in control." Just as the nomads finished cooking, the sound of thundering hooves filled the air. A band of bandits rode into the clearing. Fearing for their lives, the nomads fled into the woods, leaving their hot, freshly cooked meal behind. The bandits approached the food. The leader was suspicious. "This is a trap," he snarled. "Someone knew we were coming. That food is likely poisoned. Find whoever set this up." The bandits began searching the area. One of them looked up and spotted the merchant trembling on the tree branch. They dragged him down. "Please don't shoot. I didn't set any trap. I didn't cook that food." The bandit leader laughed. "Then why are you hiding in a tree? If the food is safe, you'll have no problem eating it. Go on, eat." The merchant refused. "No, I took a vow. I cannot eat." "See," the leader said to his men, "he refuses. Only a man who knows the food is poisoned would refuse a hot meal. He made it, and now he won't taste it. Tie his hands, force him to eat his own poison." The bandits held the merchant down and shoved spoonfuls of the food into his mouth. The merchant, expecting to die, swallowed in terror. He waited for the burning pain, but nothing happened. The food was perfectly fine. The bandit leader was confused. If the food is safe, why did you fight so hard not to eat it? The merchant, now shaken and humbled, told them the whole story. The bet with the monk, his pride, his certainty that he controlled his own destiny. He looked at the food, then at the tree, then at the bandits. "You came out of nowhere," the merchant said, his voice trembling with a new kind of fear, not of death, but of wonder. "You forced me to eat. I tried with all my will not to be fed, and yet I was fed anyway." In that moment, his pride crumbled. He realized that the monk was right. He was not the master of the universe. There was a force, a silent order, a grace that provided for him even when he was trying to run away from it. The merchant, whose name was Maluk, became a different man. He returned to the monk, fell at his feet, and became his devoted student. For the rest of his long life, he remembered the lesson learned on that tree branch. People often say that faith, prayer, or quiet devotion does nothing. They see it as a waste of time. But try believing, just once. When you connect with that sense of gratitude and humility, something changes. It's not about magically getting what you want. It's about shifting your energy. Your own inner peace grows, and that positivity changes the world around you. It opens doors you didn't even see. The same universe that arranges for a flower to bloom or a bird to find its food is also arranging your life. You don't see the hand that waters the great forests, but they grow. You don't hear the footsteps of the smallest ant, but its life is cared for. The only thing blocking your view of the miracles that happen every single moment is the curtain of disbelief. Once you pull that curtain aside, you will see that the world is full of wonder. An invisible strength will surround you. Your words will carry kindness, your face will shine with peace, and your very presence will lift the spirits of those around you. Have faith, trust the process, and watch your life transform.